Blah, 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 blah.
His name, Newt Scamander, sounds like a Star Wars name.
It does.
Well, hello. How's it going, folks? Patrick Stewart, thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. We just came off the heels of my friends John and Jason watching all of the Harry Potter films. They are now into the books. John's over on his channel doing comparisons of book to movie. I don't have much preamble as I haven't announced what film we're doing yet because I'm going to get the guys in here with me because I set the vote out on Patreon for my patrons. They're deciding what we're watching tonight. Choices were It Chapter 2, Venom, which John hasn't seen yet, Into the Spider-Verse, which neither of the guys have seen yet, and then we've also got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, continuation of Harry Potter. So I'm letting the patrons decide. It's by a narrow margin, but look who's winning. Yeah?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Out there.
Thank God it's not It Chapter 2 tonight. Before we sit down, I want to pick their brains, but don't forget, hit that thumbs up, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you know when the videos drop.
Let's continue this journey.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Let's keep on with it.
What are you hoping to see in the prequels?
I know absolutely nothing about them, so I'm just open to whatever.
From what I understand, I think there's a young Dumbledore involved.
From the title, I mean, I guess it's Fantastic Beast, so I guess we'll see some great beast.
Yeah, it's based on that book. Yeah. You know, the book that
They read.
that Harry reads at Hogwarts.
That's the mythical monsters, right?
Newt Scamander, main character from Hufflepuff. Yeah. Hufflepuffian. He's the one that's creating the book of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. He's a Hufflepuff grad. You'll see some Hufflepuff nods, but
Hufflepuff.
he's all about the Fantastic Beasts, and I got to tell you, one of the better heroes, in my opinion, in the Harry Potter verse.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
You notice the scarf there, the Hufflepuff?
Yes.
So these are technically prequels. These are set way before the battle between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. Obviously starring Newt Scamander, and this takes us to America, actually, to the Wizarding World in America. America!
Speaking of Hufflepuffians,
Yeah?
had Kate on my channel. She left a comment, and she was kind of giving a little bit of a summary on what makes a Hufflepuff
Yeah.
compared to the others. And I'm like, holy crap. I mean, I'm like,
Kate's like superstar when it comes to...
yeah, she is. She
Yeah.
knows her stuff. How she described it, I'm thinking, I got a little Slytherin in there. I could be right down the middle.
You could be a Slitherpuff.
I could be a Slitherpuff.
So what you're saying is you get a little bit of Slytherin in you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like Snape. My main man, Snape.
And he was the bravest man that Harry ever knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry didn't know a lot of people.
I was just about to say that. He lived under the stairs until he was 11. Come on.
Oh, is it?
That's dark.
Well, it's an adult movie. Fantastic Beasts. And Where to Find Them.
Where do you find him?
Tango, El Gato, Las Pantalones.
Oh, wow. You just went there. I don't know what just happened, but that was kind of epic.
Somebody just got blew up.
Oh, this guy's a bad guy.
He's got the bad dude hair.
He does.
Bad guy hair.
Grindelwald attacks, risking war with no match. No match is like the American phrase for muggles. No match. Would you rather be called a muggle or a no match?
Muggle.
Wo ist Grindelwald? That's German for where is Grindelwald.
Thank you for that. Get a movie and a lesson.
Is that the Titanic? Oh wait, he didn't make it that far.
Too soon?
No.
Alright, here we go. Can lock it up.
Dougal, settle down now, please.
I like him.
Eddie Redmayne.
He's a good actor.
British, huh?
Yes.
First trip to New York?
Yes.
That's slick. I like that. You got a little muggle button on there.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Next.
A dark wind with eyes.
Sounds
It's
like
like
a
a
Dementor.
dark mass.
Colin Farrell.
Heck yeah.
Oh, dang, I didn't know he was in this. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Movie theaters, automobiles, the wireless, electric lights. All dazzle and bewitch us.
Muggles and their crazy inventions.
Are you a seeker? A seeker after truth?
It's a secret.
I'm more of a
Like
chaser,
Quidditch.
Witches live among us. We have to fight together for the sake of our children.
Looks like a platypus.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's a niffler.
A niffler, okay.
What brings you here?
Same as you.
You here to get a loan to open up a bakery?
Yes.
That's what I need.
What are the odds of that? Hey, mister.
He left an egg. And he just puts it in his pocket, not knowing what it is.
Have you figured out a niffler's pastime yet?
Being a pickpocket?
Yeah. They used it in Order of the Phoenix to torment Umbridge.
Oh, can't wait to see that. Or to read it.
Oh, he's gonna take the jewel. Thing's fast.
I'm loving this little creature.
Hey, Mr. English guy, I think your egg is hatching.
You can have it. Oh. No, what? Oh crap!
He's quick.
He is. Oh man.
I'm taking you in.
We're taking me in where?
Magical Congress of the United States of America. I'm taking you in.
They're like the MIB, but for
McCusa. Just kind of remind me of MIB.
Mr. Graves, sir, this is Mr. Scamander. He has a crazy creature in that case, and it got out and caused mayhem in a bank.
This is not good.
No. Yeah, it's time to latch that thing.
Uh-oh, it's out.
What was that?
Moth, I think.
A moth, I think.
Big moth.
Mercy, Lewis, what is that?
Nothing to worry about. That is a murder. But if it was really serious, you'd have... Well, the first symptom would be flames out of his anus. And he doesn't seem to...
Balled up.
The last 48 hours at the most.
And where to find him is obviously New York City now.
Yeah.
He didn't get the money he wanted for his bakery. You bake, honey?
She's a mind reader.
Cook.
You're a legitimate.
Yeah, but I always have trouble with your kind. Brits. It's the accent.
You know how to read much.
She kind of reminds me of
Don't worry,
Luna.
honey. You prefer strudel, huh, honey? Strudel it is.
That's one way to cook.
Okay, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to him before.
Really?
It's a little awkward. He always looks confused and amazed all at the same time. Where's he going? There's a lot of room in that suitcase.
There's a lot of room in that suitcase.
Yeah. Yeah, John's like, there's a lot of room in that suitcase. And I'm going, you have no idea.
Alright, you're...
I don't think I'm dreaming.
Give it away.
I ain't got the brains to make this up.
So venomous from the wizarding world. Wow.
Cynthia. What's the matter
I
with...
said, step away.
What the hell is this thing?
I think I'd be getting off that ice.
Well, I am sure people like you too, huh?
Not really, no. I annoy people.
Huh?
Yeah.
Stay with that way, officer.
Fine.
Wow.
Hit a line in there?
New York is considerably more interesting than I expected.
Why would I have to wear something like this?
Because your skull is susceptible to breakage under immense force.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's absolutely nothing for you to worry about.
Does anyone
I don't
you
believe
told him not to worry?
Well, my philosophy is that worrying means you suffer twice.
So I'm only gonna suffer once.
Parrot!
Oh, of course.
Merlin's beard.
Newt!
I'm so sorry. Good show, Mr. Grosky.
Good thing you had that helmet on.
Call me Jacob.
Yeah, I just got licked by an Rumpert. I think we're friends now.
Yeah.
Henry Shaw!
Crap senator. I don't like him.
You don't say. This is not good.
And it's true.
See what happens when you lock them in the case.
Whoa. Look out! Dang. That's so much.
You'll write about it in your papers now, ain't you, buddy?
What is on his face?
Yesterday, a wizard entered New York with a case. This case full of magical creatures.
Here I am.
And what are you doing in New York?
I came to buy an apple as a basket, sir.
Right. What are you really doing here?
Merlin's beard.
You know which of your creatures was responsible?
You must know what that was. Look at the marks. That was an Obscurus.
You go too far, Mr. Scamander. There is no Obscurial in America. Impound that case, Graves.
Wait, no. Give
Arrest
that back.
them.
Please, you don't understand. Nothing in there's dangerous. Nothing.
We'll be the judges of that.
Don't hurt those creatures. There's nothing in there is dangerous. Please don't hurt my creatures. They aren't dangerous.
I'm really mad at her.
So sorry about your creatures, Mr. Scamander.
Yeah, she totally screwed up.
What are you telling me here? That Senator Shaw was killed by a kid?
Why, Mama, your mama flying on a switch? Why, Mama, your mama witches never fly?
Tell me if you see anything suspicious.
Have you looked in the mirror?
To expose wizard kind. To provoke war between the magical and non-magical worlds.
Mass slaughter for the greater good, you mean?
Yes.
I'm not one of Grindelwald's fanatics.
I wonder what you can tell me about this.
It's an Obscurus. I managed to separate it from the Sudanese girl as I tried to save her. But he cannot survive outside that. He could not hurt anyone, Tina.
So it's useless without the host?
Useless? It is a parasitical magical force that killed a child. What on earth did you use it for? You know that can't hurt anyone. You know that.
You were therefore guilty of a treasonous betrayal of your fellow wizards and a sentence to death. Miss Goldstein, who's aided and abetted you,
No, she's done nothing of the kind.
receives the same sentence. Please.
Dark, man, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. This went from funny and whimsical to pretty dark and depressing.
Don't that look good? You want to get in?
Maybe we should have watched it.
Pays to have some secret beasts. That's a cool little creature.
I like it. I want one.
Leave his brains, come on. Come on.
Leave his brains.
Have you found the child?
Scared the mess out of me.
Dougal, my demiguise. Slight problem is that he's invisible.
Yeah.
Invisible?
Yes.
And that makes it difficult.
Most of the time he does
How do you catch
with
something?
immense difficulty.
That does make it more difficult that he's invisible.
Oh, look at them. Looking fancy. I gotta look fancy too.
Well, Dobby looks different.
6 shots of giggle water and a low blasted, please. Or one more man just like you.
No. I'm the only one like me.
Yeah.
You're the guy with the case full of monsters, huh?
That's Ron Perlman.
You travel fast.
His fingers have been backwards.
That's a boat. That's a boat trucker. Right? Oh, come on. They pick locks, am I right?
You're not having it.
Good luck getting back alive, Mr. Scamander. What with the whole of Makusa on your back?
Oh.
Something invisible's been wreaking havoc around Fifth Avenue.
Makusa coming!
Take them off!
Sorry, Mr. Narlack. Reminds me of my foreman.
Did he guess those green guys back?
Yes. Want some giggle water?
Oh.
Where'd you get this?
Give it back, Credence. It's just a toy.
What is this? Your mother was a wicked, unnatural woman.
It was mine.
Modesty.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Stop beating kids, woman.
Wow. That ended suddenly.
Yeah. You almost like the Dursleys after her.
Yeah, lock me in a cupboard.
Look, first floating down.
Very nice.
Looks like a sloth.
I think it might be the reason that the demiguise is here. It's sideways.
He likes to steal things too.
So you can foresee the most likely immediate future.
Is babysitting Matt?
I don't know about you, but I don't think I can catch cockroaches in teapots.
Me neither. And there you go.
And that's how you catch a flying snake in a teapot.
I want a Dougal.
Dougal, huh?
Not in a rumpert. I don't want it in a rumpert.
Come on, give me a smile. Give me a smile. Alright. Now that is beneath you.
Hey, New, where's she?
Oh, there's no one.
No one, huh?
Needle is strange. I've heard of that family.
Please don't read my mind.
I can't help it. People are easiest to read when they're hurting.
Well, not hurting. Anyway, it was a long time ago.
She was a taker. You need to give her.
Did you say school? Is there a school? A wizardry school here in
I'd like to go to that school.
Ilvermorning, it's only the best wizard school in the whole world.
I think you'll find that the best wizarding school in the world is Hogwarts.
Hogwash.
That dude is a straight up Slytherin.
You think?
Yeah.
Your insight serves you well.
Beautiful.
Obscurus was here.
Oh,
Help me. The little one. Where did she go?
Oh! Just punched him straight in the face.
Grave danger.
Answer my question.
You're a squib, Credence. I could smell it off you the minute I met you.
Just call him a squib.
You have magical ancestry, but no power. You're unteachable. Your mother's dead. That's your reward. There's no need to be afraid. I'm here with your brother, Credence. Credence, I owe you an apology.
That you were my friend. That you were different.
Is that it? That's the Obscurus thing?
If I don't come back, look after my creatures.
Dude! You heard him. Look after them.
No. You're the one that said I was one of you, right?
It's too dangerous.
Like I said, it's been.
More like carnage.
Yeah.
This inside you, Credence, is a miracle. You are a miracle. Come with me.
Demon, you're always turning up where you're least wanted.
He's Darth Vader.
I'm here to help you, Credence. Because I'm not here to hurt you.
Credence, no.
Keep talking to him, he'll listen to you. He's listening.
I know that you've suffered.
She gave you that ugly bowl cut.
You need to stop this now. Don't! You're frightened!
One's down. Anyone harms him, they answer to me.
And you just run in there and blast him and he's gone.
Yeah.
Turn into Voldemort.
I refuse to bow down any longer.
Orders. I'd like you to relieve Mr. Graves of his wand.
Sounds
And
like a
escort
Slytherin to
him
me.
back.
It's good.
Accio!
Revelio.
That's Johnny Depp.
Do you think you can hold me?
We'll do our best, Mr. Grindelwald.
Thank you.
We owe you an apology, Mr. Commander. We cannot obliviate an entire city.
I think we can. I was intending to wait until we got to Arizona, but it seems like now you're our only hope, Frick. You know what you got to do.
So here's my big question. What if you're inside? Don't get obliviated? Got a bit of an Inception vibe.
Is that new match still here? Obliviate him. There can be no exceptions.
I was never even supposed to be here. I was never supposed to know. Lou, why did you keep me around?
Because you're my friend.
Because you're my friend.
And I'll never forget how you helped me, Jacob.
I ain't never gonna find anyone like you.
This world's like me.
No, there's only one like you.
Always.
I gotta go.
Oh, sorry. Dear Mr. Kowalski, you are wasted in a canning factory. Please take these alchemy eggshells as collateral for your bakery. A well-wisher.
If you hadn't said all those nice things to Madame Pickery about me, I wouldn't be back on the investigative team now.
Well, I can't think of anyone that I'd rather have investigating me.
Does Lita Lestrange like to read? The girl whose picture you carry.
I don't really know what Lita likes these days. I'm so sorry. How would you feel if I gave you your copy in person?
Like that.
Here it is.
Very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Is he autistic?
I feel like we're in grade school. Run up. You're pretty.
Check yes or no.
When you're talking about grade school, that's how I proposed to my wife.
Really? Run up and said you're pretty and run off?
No, check yes or no.
Oh, dang, man. How'd that work out? Oh, yeah, never mind.
She checked yes.
Yeah, there you go. Get a line going out the door.
It's gonna be cake joy.
Hey, that's right.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. Touches that spot on his neck.
David Yates.
Stopped at the gas station today to get that, and I got Jonna that one.
Yeah.
And lady goes, "Baby Steve?" You know, she saw my shirt, and I was like, "Yeah." It's like, you know, if the world knows him as, you know, Grogu. I was like, "We call him Baby Steve," and she kind of looked at me. I was like, "It's okay."
I ran into a guy at the bank that looks at my shirt and he goes, "Baby Steve." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's Patrick Stewart's channel." I was like, "Yeah, it is." He's like, "I gotta get one of them shirts. You know how to get it?" I said, "Yeah, you just gotta click on the link." I was like, if you go to the video and look at the info, click on the link, you can find it. And he goes, "Man, can you show me?" And we're standing in line at the bank. I'm like, "Sure." So he pulls his phone up and I go to YouTube and he subscribed and I showed him the thing and he's like, "Man, I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it." And the whole time we're talking and we get done and I'm leaving the bank and I look at him and I was like, "So do you like know who I am?" And he goes, "Should I?" It's like, "Nope." It's like, "Not at all, man. Have good."
It's like the Muggle magic.
Yeah.
And, you know, no one can know who you are.
It's the Clark Kent with sneeze.
Yeah, Clark Kent.
Well, hey, folks. Patrick Stewart, we got through Fantastic Beasts and where to find him. And where do you find him?
New York City.
Get a rope.
And somebody call the Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So, first impressions.
I really liked it. I will say I liked that better than the first Harry Potter movie.
Okay.
Kept my attention more than the first time watching the Harry Potter movie. But that got dark. Like, you know, like the first half of the movie is like, oh, it's fun and games. And then second half of the movie, like, crap, like they're going to like dip that lady in acid.
Well, just keep in mind, there wouldn't be no Fantastic Beasts without Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone.
I loved how Colin Farrell played that character. And then it turns out it's, you know, Grindelwald himself, you know, Johnny Depp.
That was a twist I did not see coming.
No. Well, I guess we should have known because, like, at the beginning of the movie, like, you saw, like, the back of his head and you saw, like, the blonde hair. And then immediately you see Colin Farrell with the same haircut, just dark hair. And you're like, because I was like, is that this? No, that can't. No.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why does everyone in this movie have terrible haircuts?
Yeah. I'm going to get if I had enough hair, I'd get the Credence haircut just for, you know, just viewing.
The bowl cut.
You know, I felt so bad for him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't feel bad. He made millions.
Yeah. Yeah, I got an Obscurus in me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, let's do it again. Shake a little harder. So your first impressions, like it, love it, hate it?
I liked it. It was good. I felt like this one was another take on the Wizarding World. It didn't really have that Harry Potter feel, in my opinion, but it felt like a different story in the same Wizarding World.
I'm glad you said that. I can't remember who said it. It might have been Kate. I gotta no, I don't think it might have been Kate. Might not have been. Somebody made a comment on, and there's a lot of comments that I respond to, but they said that they thought that you guys would be better served to go into this understanding that although it exists in the same world, that it's not the same story. It's a completely new story, and then you'd probably like it more going into it fresh. As you guys saw from the very short introduction, I didn't want to talk anything about this movie. I wanted these guys to come into it completely blind, and I mean, we didn't even know what we were going to watch until we pulled up the votes. I wanted you guys to have your own fair assessment of this movie. I don't think this was a kid's movie by any means.
No.
Oh no, it did not feel like a kid's movie. It had some very grown-up tones in it.
Loved the Niffler. Loved that.
Oh man, I think that was my favorite part.
Yeah. So without spoiling too much, You're reading the books. What book are you on right now?
I'm still on the first.
Still on the first.
Yeah.
Book, I believe, book 4 or 5, you're going to be introduced to the Nifflers. And it was really disappointing that we didn't get the Niffler in book 5, or in movie 5, like Order of the Phoenix. That was like a very important part of the movie, was the Niffler, era of the story. And we didn't get it. And this was kind of like some fan service, like, here's your Niffler. And that Niffler was true to exactly what happens in the book, man.
I thought it was great.
When the Niffler first came on, all I was thinking was, it's Perry the Platypus from, Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
So
of all the beasts, did you have a favorite Fantastic Beast that you saw?
Is the Niffler one of the beasts?
Yeah, it is.
Then it's the Niffler.
The Niffler, what about you?
I have to agree, the Niffler was hilarious.
For me, my favorite scene was the Rumpert when he was trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had fun shooting that.
Yeah.
Trying not to laugh.
Once again, it was like the director's like, "Oh, that was fantastic! I love it.
Let's do it again. Yeah. Back to, I said we're going to come back to Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, I thought, did a great job playing Mr. Graves. But understanding now who he is and watching it, see, as I was watching it tonight, I'm knowing he's Grindelwald, and I'm watching how he's just battling everybody like it's nothing.
Oh man, he was throwing out some like Dumbledore vibes, just his level of...
Well, you got to think Dumbledore and Grindelwald are here. Dumbledore's the one that defeats Grindelwald. But looking back, remember what we found out from the original stories is that Dumbledore and Grindelwald were obsessed with hunting down the Deathly Hallows, which is the necklace he gave Credence. And at some point we know that Grindelwald comes into possession of the Elder Wand, and that Dumbledore wins it from him. But you remember what he said, you got kicked out of Hogwarts, but one teacher came to your defense.
It was Albus Dumbledore.
Albus Dumbledore. He goes, why does Albus Dumbledore
care about
you? That was a very important plot point. It's like, because Grindelwald is entangled with Albus Dumbledore. And I'm not going to say anything more about that. Don't worry. I'm not going to spoil nothing, because that gets explored in the next movie. Fantastic Beast, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Now, I'll tell you this, and again, I didn't say it before the film. I tried to leave all discussion out. I wanted you to go into this raw. This movie was not very well received. A lot of people don't like it.
I don't see why not.
I'm with you. I haven't even explored the why nots behind it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
But as a new Harry Potter fan, I mean, right now I'm just soaking up all things, the Potter world, or the magical world. Yeah.
My favorite scene in this whole movie is when he's walking through the suitcase, seeing all the animals, and introducing Kowalski to the animals, and the wonder on Kowalski's face as he sees this stuff, and that Newt's just like, he's got to be in heaven, like, oh wow, somebody else likes these animals.
With Kowalski, in that moment, get a lot of like Hagrid vibes.
Yeah.
Because he's just like looking around, and he's loving everything. So, the ending when Kowalski has to, when he knows he's got to lose the memory, that's just, it's like pulling the heartstrings. It's like, because he's loved being part of that world, and and he's loved feeling part of something, because the whole time he's kind of like that when you see his apartment, he's got the one picture of his grandmother, and that's it. Like you can tell he's on his own, and then it has to be taken away, and it's just crushing.
What house would he have been in? What about you? Any part of the movie that just like grabbed you and was like, man, I like this?
That end that you had mentioned, when he has to get his memory erased.
Yeah,
that was it was sad, and I'm hoping that in the next movie that he'll be back, part of the team, and let's leave his memories intact this time around.
Well, you saw him there at the end looking at Queenie, and they kind of leave it there, but it's like he sees her and he smiles and he touches that wound on his, and he's just like, and then they cut it and it's like, did he remember? He's got some memory in there.
And all the pastries are the Fantastic Beast, the like obliviate spell. So he gave like that. He gave the blue glowy juice from that dragon yo-yo thing.
Yeah.
It took it up and it started raining. Everybody lost their memories. So how did the wizards not lose their memories?
Plot hole.
I got nothing.
You saw at that one point she was
Yeah, but like
holding up a
all the
umbrella.
All the people from like the ministry, the Ministry of Magic or whatever it's called in the U.S. Like they were just running around in the rain, rebuilding the city.
MACUSA.
Yeah, MACUSA and
Magical Congress of the USA.
They had special raincoats.
Special raincoat. Those that leather. You know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Newt. Oh yeah, Newt. See, for me, Newt's a hero in this one.
Oh yeah.
But he's so subtle and like underplayed.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like it made him relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Like
much more likable.
Not this heroic Gryffindor with a sword and a knight. He's just a dude.
Just a dude playing another dude.
Who likes aminals.
Who likes aminals.
Likes garanimals.
Love that Muggle button on the suitcase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Muggle worthy. Favorite character?
And probably what was it? Wachowski.
Kowalski.
I think he was my favorite.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
I think he was my favorite.
Really?
Really liked Mr. Graves. Like, he played, he just, from the beginning, you knew that, like, it's okay, this guy has a position of power, but he, it's like something about him. You just, you just love to hate him.
I thought he was a good guy for half the movie until he decided to sentence him to death. And I'm like, what the heck's going on with this guy? But my favorite in this one is definitely Newt Scamander. Let's go ahead and rate this thing. Scale of 1 to 10.
I give this one a good solid 8.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well.
What? John's giving movies 8s? I think Harry Potter has cracked his heart. For me, and don't look at me crazy, this one, and I really enjoy this movie. I really like it. I mean, heck, I bought the thing on 4K because visually I thought it was great. But for me, it's as a 7. The end, I felt like they spent way too much time on the CGI and showing everything being put back together. It's like I appreciate the effort. Y'all already did this and drug it out with the CGI, showing us everything in the suitcase. I don't need you to just show me everything get put back together with magic. It started feeling like I was watching Inception. I'm like, I don't care. Can we get on with it? I don't care. It drug in parts for me. I felt like this movie could have been, and I'm going to quote John from Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, the first Harry Potter we watched. This movie could have been about 30 minutes shorter. We enjoyed it. We're still loving Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. It's very good.
Yeah. So I am going to leave our new address, our mailing address in the description box below this video, as well as a link to John's videos where he's doing the book and movie comparisons. We already received some stuff in the mailbox I think we're going to save. We've already got some stuff we're going to open up on our next live, do a live Q&A and unboxing. I mean, in the meantime, we appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. We're loving Harry Potter. You fan?
Mm-hmm.
He's loving it. He thinks it's better than Terminator.
I don't think he said that.
He can't take it back.
I really don't think
he said it was almost better than Terminator.
He did say it's almost better.
We're having fun. We love y'all. Stay nerdy with it.